The Final Battle by Jarian Medina Bejar. In 2019, the Great Battle of the Worlds took place and the supervillains ended with the superheroes. However, they didn't realize that each one of them had left a superpower in the Great Cube that was lost somewhere in the center of a country in South America called Bolivia. Also, they didn't eliminate anti-COVID since they didn't consider him a real hero because their cleaning powers seemed funny to them. But those were not their only powers. They didn't know that 2020 was coming. That 2020 arriving from planet C19 came COVID, the worst villain of all. He defeated one by one the supervillains that took over the Earth, and then one by one attacked people from all the continents. Anti-COVID had the power of cleaning, but also an X-ray monitor that could detect the virus and could fly at high speed. However, he just couldn't finish them all. Fortunately, one day, when an 11-year-old boy named Max went for a walk with his family into nature, he saw there was something in the waterfall that didn't stop shining. It was the cube with the superpowers! Without knowing it, he grabbed it and began to float. Everything lit up and suddenly he had great strength, tremendous agility. He could fly, supervision, and a protective suit. He couldn't believe it. He had become a superhero, one with lots of powers. So he decided to call himself Power Kid. Power Kid knew what he had to do. He had to help anti-COVID in this great fight that was taking place all over the world. So he immediately went to him. Anti-COVID was excited that the cube had chosen him and that he was the one. But what Power Kid didn't know was the cube not only had granted him the powers of fallen heroes, but also empowered his own. This villain is out of control. He wants to end all human beings. He has already been in all continents, and despite my help and the efforts of the airlines, we didn't manage to annihilate him. I'm sure the cube has chosen you to end COVID together, Anti-COVID said. I'm still discovering the powers, but we have to hurry. This supervillain is really dangerous. He attacks not only physical health, but also emotional health. Many people are losing hope. Fear says them, or they simply lower their weapons because they believe that the virus doesn't exist anymore. They don't even want to be vaccinated. Power Kid indicates. You're absolutely right. I focused so much on the battles against COVID that I didn't think that humanity can help us. Of course, they just have to overcome fears and take care of their health and others, Power Kid said. So they flew across the continent for everyone to be united in the fight against the supervillain COVID. Power Kid would have never had imagined that being talkative was a superpower. He had the power of communication.
And he told them,
if you're afraid, COVID could take over your mind. Face your fears, you can defeat them. If they take care of their hygiene and food, we can end the virus. If they get vaccinated, they will be stronger to face COVID. If they take care of themselves, they will take care of others. They focused on people, but they also had great battles against the supervillain, and in one of them, COVID became huge and was hurting Anti-COVID and Power Kid a lot. Read their thoughts and suddenly, they felt very sick. It seemed that it was going to be the end. But suddenly, they had a squad fighting with them. Humanity had come together, and all together, they beat COVID. The final battle had occurred, and humanity was victorious! If we all overcome our fears and get united in caring for others, there is no supervillain who can defeat us!